Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the LSU Tigers and the Florida State Seminoles. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
When you enter Doak Campbell Stadium, you have to walk past the statue of Bobby Bowden first. This is sacred territory in college football. The fans know it. When they get chanting and the horse gets running, you know this is one of the most special places in all of college football. Can't wait to see how the Seminoles bounce back this season here at the Dome. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. On the return, it's Lopez. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. From the gun, the ground game. Across the 25, he's got room. Forced out of bounds right at the 33-yard line. Really good pickup there.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup with the defense. Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Still looking. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Looking for a man. It's Berry. Look out! He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Looks it in. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Rides to the back.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Still running at the 40. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind it and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. looking for a man. It's Levin. Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Wilson. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all three levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Second down, gonna throw it. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Going over the top, makes the grab right down the middle. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Run in the red zone, it's Durham. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
At first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. This time they'll throw it. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown LSU. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Stopped right there.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Ocean from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Between the hashes, it's Lopez. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it on the left. It's a seam wide open. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Defense all over him. So he gets stuffed on 1st down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Bag's got it.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Complete and looking for enough for the first down.
And I like when offenses understand, man, when I get down here in this part of the field really shrinks in the red zone. Get the ball to your playmaker, and sometimes he'll make things happen. And he did there. Got a nice gain, didn't get in the end zone. Now your decision. What do you want to do on 4th down?
They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Direct snap. It's Singleton. Tried to run for it on 4th and 1, and there was nowhere to go. The defense gets the stop. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive, and they'll make the stop. We are headed to the end of the first period. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. They give it to him again. At the 15, he's loose. Gashes him in the middle. The 50. At the 30. Past the 10. He is in. Touchdown, LSU. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here.
He lets it fly. He's got it inside the 30. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Back's got it on the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty so important at the college level. And the Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Slams it ahead. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped in just short.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Got it. Touchdown, Florida State. The offense cashing it in on that drive. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
And they tacked on the extra point. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Send the tight end in motion. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Left side, it's Brown. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it.
Snags it, and there's running room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. That's his 3rd score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Lopez. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Catch in the middle. It's Robinson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to throw. It's Sperry. Right side, it's Lopez. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. And the Knowles are flying down the field. Drops back on first down. Makes the catch. It's Lopez.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
Hauls it in. The Knowles will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Fresh set of downs going up top. Working that wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Quarterback got it himself. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Snagged in the middle. It's Riles. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Durham. At the 35, he's got room. There he goes to the left. The 30. Inside the touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One way, hit the big pass, but a touchdown on the board. Deep in the end zone, it's Lopez. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Making the adjustment. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. In traffic, it's Lopez. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Still looking to his right. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Seminoles will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Out wide left, it's Durham. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Dropping back, it's Levitt. That's caught. It's Durham. Got room at the 35. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Fresh set of downs going up top. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll bring it out. It's Lopez. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's past the sticks. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first. Gonna let it fly. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And you want the interception on defense, but most of the time coaches are preaching, knock the ball down, knock the ball down. It's not because they can't catch. They really don't catch well. But the defender's main job has to be separating that ball from the wide receiver, and usually that requires knocking that thing down as the wide receiver's trying to catch it.
Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 4 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Buckeyes with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. He's got the first down. Maybe a crease. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Purple and gold's got this running game going right now. And you don't want to get overzealous here, but this is a type of talent that could do what Leonard Fournette almost did when he nearly got to 2,000 yards in a season.
And I love when commentators say, I don't want to get over myself and get overzealous and get too excited. He's having a day. Get excited. This dude's a beast.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. The run inside. It's Durham. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Moves the pocket. It's Levitt. Left side, it's Brown. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Finds his man on the RPO. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Throw to the right side, that's Wilson. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Big fella moving. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll bring it back looking for help. He's chased out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark him out at his own 14-yard line. Not much on that kick return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Rush right in his face. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
This is going to be tough sledding for this quarterback now. You're trailing, you're in the second half. Defense knows you've got to throw it. You're going to have to sit in the pocket under duress and start making throws in tight windows. It's not an easy situation by any stretch, but big-time players make big plays in big games.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And the defense at this point understands that
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on fourth down. Lets it fly. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Sweet cut there. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. To the air, it's Levitt. Rolls right. Gets rid of it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Wants to go up top on second down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make, and I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Looking for a huge play. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Snaps on fourth down. He's not afraid to go deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play.
There he goes. And he scores. Touchdown, Tigers. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
It's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just we've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. If you can't jump out of your gap, you can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the single back. Turning it on. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make second and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Under pressure. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Found a little crease and turn that into a productive run.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time. And they are sending out the field goal unit now. Thought they might spin that wheel of fortune on 4th and short, but they'll line up for the field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Might as well run him again. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bringing them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll start on the ground with Dura. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point. If you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Makes a man miss. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. With the clock running, this should be the final play. I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. He's going to take a sack to end it, but he'll also take the win.